Hey guys, it's Jess and I'm back with another video. Now, if you read the title, you already know that we're doing my eyebrows today. And let me just say, the way my eyebrows came out in my last video, I was not too happy with it. So I wanted to redeem myself and show you guys the proper way that I do my eyebrows. Now, as you guys can see, I'm setting my eyebrows with setting powder, and the setting powder that I'm using is by Laura Mercier in the shade Deep. The reason why I do this is because I tend to get really oily in my eyebrows, and I do not like oily eyebrows. It looks really bad. Not only that, all the product that I put on will end up fading away, and who wants faded brows? Another thing I forgot to mention was that I'm going to be doing my eyebrows with two different products to show you guys the two different outcomes. In my opinion, my eyebrows still look the same, but just to show you guys, you don't need something expensive to do your brows, but if you got that shmoney, by all means, get it. So we're going in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Pomade in the shade Chocolate. In my opinion, if you're a beginner with doing your eyebrows, I would not go in with the pomade, only because it's a little bit harsher. In my opinion, the pencil is a little bit more easier and quicker. So like I said, if you're new to this, stay away from the pomade. But if you got it, hands down, by all means, do you, boo. When doing your eyebrows, you want to brush your hairs in place. And when I say in place, I mean brush it how they naturally go in, like what direction they go in. But when you get at the top, you want to brush your hairs down and just fill it in. If you have any bald spots, you want to fill it in. All you have to do, it's so simple and easy, just follow the natural shape of your eyebrow. Now, for girls who don't really have eyebrow hairs, it's very important that you just, create the most natural brow as possible, because brows, like, I feel like it pops. Like, there should be no reason why your brow looks crazy. Now, I know you guys are probably like, what you mean your eyebrows be looking crazy? Hence my last video and how crazy I had my eyebrows looking and how I was outside looking crazy. But it does happen, and that's why, like, one thing I'd like to take my time and do when doing my everyday makeup is my brows, because again, that is something that pops out. And one thing I do have a habit of doing is ending my eyebrows really, really low, which would make it like look draggy-ish. Like it just does not look cute. So now I'm learning to make sure that my eyebrow is cut right where the ending of my eye ends. Learning how to do brows is not a walk in the park. It takes time. Like, it really takes time. It's not something you can rush through, because you will be outside looking crazy. Like, your eyebrows, that it even happens to me still to this day. Like, one of my eyebrows may be thinner than the other, or one may be darker than the other. It's like I said, again, it's not something to rush through. You have to take your time. Like, one thing I notice about me, like, in the morning, I normally time myself to see how long it takes me to do my makeup. And if I didn't do my eyebrows, I can get my foundation, concealer, all that done in about 15 minutes. But my eyebrows by itself takes 15 minutes, because I don't want to be like rushing through them. I take my time. I keep going back in and fixing them until I'm happy and satisfied with the way my brows look. Now, the same thing you saw me do with the Anastasia Dip Pomade is what I'm going to do with the L'Oreal Stylist Brow Definer. I'm just going to shade it in. When I say shade it in, I should say fill it in, shade it in, same thing. Shade it in with light strokes. I have a really, really heavy hand, and every time I do my brows, I have to keep in mind, like, girl, you don't want your eyebrows to be looking too heavy and just black, so you have to be really light. Now, what I'm going in with is the the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Fawn and Beautiful Bronze. The reason why I use two different shades is because I go in, like you see me doing now, with Fawn at the bottom, and then I go in with Beautiful Bronze at the top, because it's more of my skin tone. I don't like halo brows, so that's another reason why I use a concealer that's closer to my skin tone. The bottom could be light, but the top, I don't like it. Like, if you do like it, that's you, and I'm not here to judge, but I just personally don't like it. I know you guys are probably thinking, well, it's going to be light anyway, and it is, but once I put my foundation on top of it, it'll tone it down a little bit, so it won't even look as light as it does right now. The brush that I'm using, I cannot remember where I got it from. I have a whole bunch of brushes here that does not have a name or a number, obviously because I had them for a while, so I don't know where I got it from, but I do have something very similar, and it's from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I will make sure to put it in the description box so you guys can see what type of brush I'm talking about and what you should get to do your eyebrows. I think it's a flat brush basically, and I think a flat brush is like very, very good to carve out your eyebrows. And this is like, I have about 3 of them, and this is the only thing that I use to carve out my brows. I mean, if I'm in a rush, sometimes I would just use the brush that's on the concealer, but majority of the time I use the brush that you just saw me use. The brush that I'm using now is from Real Techniques, and I wish I remembered what number or what kind of brush it is, but that's fine. It is going to be in the description box below. This is the brush that I use to tap in the concealer above my brows and under my brows, just to press all the concealer. Now we're going in with beautiful bronze, at the top of my brows. We're going to do the same thing we did at the bottom, just again, cleaning up any mistakes that we had. This is where I'm doing it again, where I'm measuring the tip of my brow at the end of my eyeball. I'm just making sure everything is lined up together so my eyebrows are not looking dragged all the way down, because like I said, that is not cute. And like I said, I have made that mistake a few times, and there's times where I'm not paying attention and I am in a rush getting ready for work or whatever the case may be, and I don't pay attention and I don't line things up, and my eyebrows can be out here looking a little crazy, you know? Now we're going in with the same brush that we used in the beginning of the video when I was putting the dip pomade in, and we're just brushing our hairs in place, making sure nothing looks harsh. I'm also going to go in with this clear brow gel from Benefit. This is for people like me who has really, really long hairs in their brows, and their eyebrows somehow moves and look crazy throughout the day. This happens to me a lot, so I have to put this on my eyebrows just to keep it in place. So it's just like how you gel down your edges, it's the same way how I have to gel down my eyebrow hairs. And I just want to thank you guys for watching this video. Comment, like, and subscribe, and tell me what you guys think.